Mindful spending. How many times have you bought something only to have it sit in the back of the closet, the bottom of a drawer, or tucked away to be forgotten at the back of a cupboard? Impulse buying accounts for about $151 per month for the average American in 2023. That's down from 2022 and 2021, which is great, but I suspect that will creep back up over time. $151 each month may not seem like a large sum, but when we couple that with all the other mindless spending we do over a year, it adds up. I've been harping on all the little ways we spend that can add up, from dining out to the cost of one-off trips in our car and more. Adding on impulse buys adds up to about $1,800 annually. If you're an average American and you have about $5,700 credit card debt, you can pay that off in 1 year by avoiding dining out, saving $3,500 a year, avoiding impulse buys, saving $1,800 per year, and making a couple of other small changes like combining errands that require driving with other required tasks like driving home from work, thus saving gas. Conversely, if you fail to pay down your debt, you'll have about $558 in additional debt after 1 year. That amount will continue to increase if you're only paying the minimum on your credit card. Here's 10 ways to be more mindful about how you spend. 1. When shopping online, fill your basket with all the neat things you love. Wait a week to finalize your purchase and make sure the items you've selected really sing to your heart. More often than not, you'll wonder why you thought the item was so special to begin with. 2. Make a list and stick to it. It's hard when you see candy at the checkout, but sticking to your list will improve your health, and instead of expanding your waistline, you'll be fattening your wallet. 3. When the server at your favorite restaurant makes a suggested sell, which is asking if you want extra anything to go with your meal, decline their offer. American restaurants offer massive proportions compared to other parts of the world. In fact, when comparing sizes in America over time, we've seen our servings get more substantial. For example, a bagel in 1915 was 2 ounces compared to 6 ounces today. That's 3 times the size. If all our portions are 3 times larger than they used to be, it's no wonder that we're challenged with obesity in the United States of America. 4. Never shop when you're tired, cranky, or hungry. A muddled mind will lead to poor choices. 5. Recommend meeting up with friends for a hike or a walk in the park instead of dinner and drinks. This is a great way to introduce fun and easy free activities into your relationship that doesn't require the lubrication of alcohol. You'll have a good time chatting without interruption, and you'll get a little fresh air and exercise to boot. Get a library card instead of purchasing the latest bestseller. You'll read more and broaden your interests when you have access to a lot of books that you may have never considered previously. Naturally, as a writer, I support purchasing books, but I'm selective. I like to purchase books I know I'll read more than once. Take time to clean up the social media accounts that you follow. Often the accounts we follow are selling something. Take a hard look at each account, and if they're selling something, take a break for a while by unfollowing, especially if you've been purchasing a lot from social media advertisements. That may be a problem area for you. 8. Plan a financial diet for a month. Determine the maximum amount you will spend and challenge yourself to stick to it. If it goes well, do it again. 9. Take up an affordable hobby like playing cards, reading, watercolor painting, hiking, walking, writing in a journal, embroidery, drawing, digital photography, gardening, listening to music, and more. Hobbies can fill your time and help unleash your creative side. Boredom can lead to shopping in order to fill time. 10. When you do shop, make sure you're well prepared, well fed, that you have ample time to make good choices. Being rushed can lead to impulse buys. These little mindful moments can help you gain control of your debt by freeing up money to contribute to paying off your credit cards. 46% of Americans in 2023 carry credit card debt over from month to month. Don't become part of that percentage, and if you are, take steps to change and become part of the other 54%. It's easy to get into this trap. After all, when you pay the minimum amount on your credit card, it feels like you're making a responsible choice to make a payment. However, the average interest rate on a credit card is 24.37%. Your account balance will continue to go up if you fail to pay off your credit card each month before interest accrues. Unlike a car loan, which is normally a fixed time frame, credit cards are open-ended loans. As long as you continue to pay the minimum payment, your loan will continue to grow in the amount you owe. I've been debt-free since 2011. Being debt-free has opened up many opportunities that I otherwise would not have enjoyed. The main opportunity is not feeling bound to a job that I don't enjoy. If I had $20,000 or more in debt like I did in 2007, I would still be working in a field that doesn't sing to my heart. Not having a debt load means I can work how I want, when I want. Being debt-free means I can build up a nest egg for my future and take time to pursue interests that are meaningful to me. I can travel and have to over 20 countries over the past 13 years. I've seen things and done things many Americans can't imagine. I've hitchhiked in Italy. I've cruised around the Galapagos Islands for 2 weeks and sailed for a week in the Aegean Sea. I spent a month in Greece and a month in Turkey. I hiked in Torres del Paine National Park in Chile and saw king penguins on the island of Tierra del Fuego. I've been to the southernmost town in the world. I've been on a safari and visited the ancient sites of Petra and Abu Simbel. And I'm not done by a long shot. I plan to see all the places that sing to my heart. I can do this because I stopped spending mindlessly. I took control of my finances, and I want to yell from the rooftops to all who will listen that there's a better way to exist. You don't have to work your fingers to the bone day in and day out to make ends meet. You only have to decide that you'd rather have financial freedom instead of a swell dinner at a fancy restaurant or a pretty new pair of shoes. I like to consider how my behavior will affect my grandchildren. I want them to learn good money habits. By demonstrating that fun can be had without a credit card, I'm teaching them financial skills that will help them succeed. I stress investing time, money, and effort versus spending time, money, and effort. You can get a free copy of my book, Few Buck Lunch, Cook Food, Save Money, by signing up for my newsletter that includes a fun, affordable recipe every couple of weeks. Or keep reading my blog or listen to my podcast, which is also available on my YouTube channel.